My Lily Pops, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. If this is your first time here, the gal is so happy to have you. On this channel, I share inexpensive DIYs to care for natural hair, caring not only meaning growing in terms of length, but overall maintaining the health of this hair. Today, I want to get into a light chit chat about the state of the natural hair community, with a lot of our fellow naturals deciding to transition back to relaxed hair. If you all want to hear a few of my thoughts, in addition to watching me plait this hair down to just get it out of the way, keep watching. I can understand, I guess, in a way, someone's decision to go back to a relaxer. Initially, when I saw a lot of the videos emerging on YouTube, I was very shocked. Like, I just couldn't believe that people were going back to relaxers. But then once I started hearing the rationale for some YouTubers' decision to transition back, a lot of people talked about never actually being comfortable with their natural hair. There were others stating that with their lifestyles, the natural hair was not manageable as well. It was too much, you know, of a commitment all the time to be twisting and doing all of these things to the hair, and it just wasn't sustainable with their lifestyles. And I mean, I can definitely understand that. So just speaking from my experience, I guess not really where my concern comes in, or where I would just like to create awareness around, is ultimately I understand on the styling aspect of natural hair that can just become a lot, and it can become overwhelming, especially like we've all been there when we've been tired at night and then you forego twisting your hair, or you forego braiding your hair, or you even like forget your headscarf, and ultimately that makes you look like jacked up the next day if you don't know how to like whip something that's messed up into shape. The thing that I think confuses me a bit is that whether your hair is natural, relaxed, or for my naturals that are not loose, like the people that have locks, whether you have all of these styles, you always have to maintain your hair. So ultimately, I think that if, you know, having to moisturize your hair and condition and wash on a regular basis and care about scalp health and things of that nature are, you know, just a challenge for you with the natural hair, I mean, hair people anticipate that this will really change once you're relaxed, because now your hair is chemically treated. And I mean, I've had a relaxer before. I've never had my hair color treated, but relaxers require a lot of maintenance, especially if you're in that stage of having shorter hair. Ultimately, I was natural majority of my life because my mom was just against my sister and I getting a relaxer. I was natural up until I was 17 years old. Just for people that don't know, I'm 25 right now. But I was natural up until 17 years old, and then once I got a job, I was making my own money, and this was around the time that the Rihanna cut was like really booming. I was like, okay, I wanted the Rihanna cut, and I felt like I could not sustain that cut with having my natural hair. And where I made a mistake was that my natural hair was already damaged because I was introduced to styling tools, and I wanted my hair to look silky straight, even though I can't even flat iron hair. So even my flat iron was not a flat iron at all. I was flat ironing my hair, wanting it to look silky straight, not properly moisturizing my hair. I wasn't on a routine for washing my hair. None of the stuff under the sun that is built into my routine right now was things that I was doing when I was 17. Like, I didn't know about that, and I wasn't doing it. And so we got the relaxer when my natural hair was already damaged. The relaxer is not going to change the fact that my hair is damaged. If anything, it's going to exacerbate the issue. And that's exactly what haircuts require, like more frequent touch-ups, because it's not like how short my hair was. There was no like, oh, let me put my hair in a bun and rock out for like a longer time to stretch out my times of getting a relaxer. It wasn't able, like you could see the back of my neck. I didn't want to walk around looking crazy, so I was regularly getting touch-up. Literally, I would say probably every month, getting a touch-up in certain places on my head for the sake of styling. That relaxer only lasted 2 years before I decided to just go back natural and actually start learning about my hair, and that took a lot of trial and error. I ultimately had thought that by getting the relaxer, I was taking away the need for frequent styling and taking away the need to actually care for my hair, and that need doesn't go away. So I guess like that would be my one question for people that have gone back to relaxers. Like, what is your expected difference in the maintenance that it requires for your hair? And then ultimately, if you are already relaxed, what do you feel like has been cut down as a result of you getting that relaxer? Another thing that I will say is, when I was growing up, especially like when relaxers were really booming, I used to be like one of the only people that had natural hair, which is something that I really hated at the time. But basically, there were a few people that I know that had like really healthy, relaxed natural hair, and ultimately, who knows, whoever their guardians were probably knew how to actually care for hair. So with that, I would just say people should probably get out of the mindset that immediately after you relax your hair, there's no way that your hair could be healthy, their hair is going to be completely straight. Quick break to show you all my Christmas tree. My hands are cramping, so just decided to walk it off for a second. Love it. Anyway, where was I? So back to saying things such as, oh, you know, the hair is not going to be healthy, it's going to be stripped, and things of that nature. Let's just have a bit more faith in the people that have decided to go back to relaxers, because I mean, if you've mastered ultimately how to care for your natural hair and it's in an extremely healthy state, then maybe that person has done their due diligence to ensure that they would also know how to care for you know, relaxed hair as well. Like, they've done the research necessary. Maybe they've identified where they made the mistakes. Maybe these people know what exactly was going wrong and ultimately what they're going to do to rectify that. So that's what I think on that end. Another thing that I would say that I've seen in the videos, oh, and now you're about to see me switch from plaits over to flat twist, and this is something that I do all of this time. I know you guys are probably thinking, girl, you are going to be looking crazy. It'll be okay, you guys will see later. But another thing that's been freaking me out in the videos are the applications that I have been seeing. Like, oh my gosh, the applications have just been so crazy. So another place that I feel like relaxers used to go left back in the day is, you know, we used to have everybody and their mom applying that relaxer to our hair. There was no method to the madness. It was almost like, it's this crazy mentality, like put on more because it'll work better. And I've just seen people just like, you know, slapping the relaxer on more than is necessary, not putting the proper products on to prevent like burning. Like, you're supposed to apply it in a certain way because the place that you put it on first, like that probably needs to be washed out first because it's going to over process. And just something with that, I don't know, I just feel like find a trusted professional, or if that professional is someone in your family, because a lot of people's family members have been doing their hair their entire lives. Just make sure you guys are actually following instructions. That's something that I struggle with a lot. I'll read the first couple bit of instructions and I'll be like, okay, I got the gist, I got the gist. And I just don't feel like that's something you should. Great opportunity to now transition into what I somewhat miss about having a relaxer. So with the relaxer, I feel like, you know, the straight hairstyles were definitely attainable. Now, you know, you guys know, well, in case you don't know, I stay away from heat right now. And then also, even if I do get extensions, I probably won't have straight hair. Like, I just don't get straight hair. But when I had my relaxed hair, I was really comfortable, you know, with straight hair. I used to get the little feathers in my hair, little pinwheels, and all of this stuff, and just be doing it up. So I miss that aspect of it. I also, this is about to be extremely weird. Now you guys are gonna start to get some of my personality here. I personally like the smell of a relaxer. I'm kind of weird though. I also like the smell of like detergent, bleach, gas, stuff like that. It's extremely weird, I know, but I like the smell of the relaxer as well. I kind of like the fact that there wasn't much of like a crazy detangling process after I was done washing my hair, because my hair was stringy and limp. But that's because, again, remember I told you guys that my hair was damaged prior to the relaxer, but I still decided to get it. It was like stringy, but it was easier to comb through the whole detangling. Also, my hair dried a lot quicker as well. Right now, I'm kind of having issues with drying my hair. It takes an extremely long time to dry my hair, and that's so annoying to me. But when I had a relaxer, it was just like easy peasy lemon squeezy with the drying, and I never felt like it was just this long drawn out process all of this time. I love about this natural hair though, my hair is healthier. I actually discovered my true curl pattern when I was growing up. Even people that knew me for wearing my natural hair, they would say that, you know, my curl pattern now was not my curl pattern when I was growing up. I never really knew the texture of my hair. By the way, my hair is stretched right now. I never knew the texture of my hair. My mom used to put me in the crazy hairstyles, but my hair was the healthiest then. So right now, I like the versatility of my hair. I like that I'm embracing the curl pattern. This is going to sound very weird, but wearing my natural hair makes me feel stronger. For some reason, it makes me feel like, yeah, this is me, what's up, I'm invincible. I'm giving you Black Queen vibes, I'm giving you melanin, I'm giving you, you don't know if this is my hair because one day it's curly and it looks short and the next day it's elongated and a twist out. The other day it's more loose and free, but I still look cute and put together. I just love feeling like people are constantly guessing, but they don't know, but I'm slaying regardless. I just like that. Look at me getting hype all over again. I just love that about my hair. I love learning new things, being more willing to try things out on my hair. The fact that it's allowed me to create this platform here where I feel like I'm sharing, learning, and growing together with fellow naturals. And ultimately, I just really, you know, enjoy my natural hair, but I definitely respect people doing what's best for their hair and, you know, going to natural. And I mean, excuse me, going back to relaxed. And I know that people may be catching a lot of flack, but I feel like a lot of people have dealt with this. When you're going from a relaxer to natural, sometimes most of the pushback that you will get will be from family members saying things such as like, your hair is not combed, go do your hair, do you need money to get your hair done, and things of that nature. Definitely something that happens. People making you feel like you look crazy, making different jokes about what your hair looks like, if it looks like cotton, comparing your hair or the way that you look to inanimate objects and things of that nature. It can become a lot. So ultimately, when we went from relaxed to natural, that was a hard transition. When people are going from natural back to relaxed, that's also a difficult transition. And then also, I know there's a lot of people out there that have the locks. Once they decided to go from a loose natural to a lock natural, you're getting that pushback from people as well, with people saying like, why are you doing that? Your hair is going to be limited. It may not look professional. It may may not look good. And I say salute to my locked naturals out there. My mother is one of them. I remember when my mom first locked her hair. I remember some of the pushback that she got as well. I know that that hair is flourishing right now. My mom does so many styles to her hair. She's gotten to know her hair. Sometimes it looks like she's even gone to the stylist. People with locks are even capable of getting like faux locks over it. It's to have that versatility, getting box braids over their locks as well, doing curls with their hair, coloring their hair, updos, elegant styles. And there's just this level of confidence that just emerges from people that have locks as well, that I am just here for it. When I see them, like my sister, okay, or my brother, I just love it. So I just say that making a decision ultimately on what's best for your hair can become very difficult all around, but make that decision for you. Make sure that you're happy with it. Just going to wrap up this twist and stop talking. Pop off. So I actually have to run out, which wasn't anticipated. I just added some flaxseed gel to my edges right here. Yes, your girl has flat twists on one side and in the back, and braids on this side. So what I'm going to do is take a t-shirt. I know you guys are probably like, at this point, where is this going? I'm going to take a t-shirt and wrap it around my head. Okay, so I have this, and of course I'm not going out like that, but what I do have is this beautiful mustard head wrap. So what I'm going to do is do this like so. Sorry if I'm making wild faces. Tuck in those little frills. If they were hanging, that really wouldn't be an issue for me either. But tuck in those frills. Ooh, I got some. You can tuck it if you're getting any extra. And a head wrap. And the reason that I did the t-shirt piece is because I don't have extremely thick hair that if I was to just wrap this on, it would probably look like that. So I add the t-shirt to give it more body. I'll get up to show you guys a better view.